Okay, so basically the hostas are still doing really, really well. I don't know if you remember the one that we rescued. That one has actually started some brand new leaves now, so that's going to be really big in terms of that. And then all of these hostas have gotten huge, as well as all of the coral bells. And I rescued a daisy gardenia, so you'll see I haven't put any mulch down, but see if I can show you. I kind of had to clip off some of her dead leaves, and hopefully she will you know, come back strong. So I also cut down the rose bush that was there because it was really big, but you'll see that landscape cloth has been here for about what, like 10 years, I guess. So it's been there for a while, but it's held up really well. We don't have really a lot of weeds, only except, you know, the little places where some of the ground is, but overall that's probably as high as it gets in terms of weeds, so easy to clear up. So these hostas are growing really, really nicely, and guess what? The coral bells have bloomed already. So a lot of these have bloomed, and so the flowers on those are going to be white. And then these hostas. So I also bought, to go in the yard, some gardenia, some additional gardenia, but these are more like smaller bushes. And then I trimmed up, so you'll see where I trimmed up this holly bush, and I need to get little pieces out that dried up so then I could kind of know where they are. And then I don't know if you guys remember, I got this at a rescue for $2. This is a smaller one of the hydrangeas, and then this is the one that I rescued as well. So it now has new leaves on it, so I'm excited about that. So this is how that looks. So we're gonna fill in these with some additional plants, the ones that I just purchased, and then I have some larger you know, plants that are going to go here, and then I will mulch all of this in. So right now these were the ones that were here from last year, so I'm not moving these because to me they look really cool. So I will get some additional you know, items to go behind it that's going to be larger, just some larger shrubs. And then because this gets a lot of morning sun, so I will share that with you. I don't know if you guys remember last time I had more of the dianthus that have bloomed, and they're now gone. But look at who came up to greet us. Is the lantana. She's huge. And then I have some of the canna leaves coming out from the dianthus, and then I have some of the wave petunias in the front of the lantana, because the dianthus is going to be reblooming, so I have to prune those. So while they're not flowering, I wanted something that was going to be flowering all the time, so I went ahead and put in the dianthus. And this little tree right here, we're going to get that taken out. We have squirrels around here, and they always plant trees in my flower bed. And this is some coleus that I put in, and this is really pretty. This is the candy tufts right here that are actually blooming. And so these are the dianthus that have bloomed, and they will be, I'm gonna chop those back so that they can rebloom, because I'll show you on the other side of the yard where I actually trimmed those and now they've actually rebloomed. So I'm gonna definitely do the same thing with these. And I'm gonna put in here kind of what I did. I'm gonna insert that in here once we get over there and show you what I did to make them rebloom. So this is that sedum that was in the front, and guess who has arrived this time is the canna. So they have now bloomed. So that's the red one. And then I planted some more coleus there. And this was, remember the pink flower before? This was that flower. And so it's in the middle of reblooming. So I tried to put something in here that was just gonna add some color. And this, remember, this is what the dianthus look like over there on the other side. And so I learned how to prune them and to make them come back. So these are the red ones that I pruned, and now they're reblooming. So the other ones should be rebloomed in a couple of weeks. And I have now also gotten these. These are the larger daylilies. So these are different from the Stella De Oro that was down the way. These are actually, I don't know if I can put them in perspective for you, but these are pretty large. So they're almost probably about 2.5 feet tall, and so they're as large as the canna, actually, almost. So just to kind of give you a perspective on that. And then I also, for some added color, added some dragon's breath right here, and these are going to get as tall as this. So this will actually fill out really nicely. So we'll come back and do one in July. And then I added some vinca. So I tried to add some additional annuals for some color. I also added some vincas here. And then this is a peony that's coming out. Should be out, it takes about 2 to 3 years for them to come out. And then I also rescued a Mrs. Bradshaw gem, which is this. So I can't wait to see that. But she has bloomed now and is looking really pretty. And I have the cat's mint still on its way back, so I'm going to prune that down. And then this is the gosh, that's actually an ivy vine that's in there. Okay, so we're going to take that out. Gosh, all right, so we got catmint here, we have some more canna here, and we still have, I actually moved that mum that I bought last fall that is still hanging on, so I moved it over here instead of it being up near the front of the yard. And this is the Stella De Oro. They are almost done blooming now, but look at how big they are, small they are compared to the ones that are way down there. So those are huge. These are probably about maybe 12 to 18 inches tall. And this are the sedums that I was telling you about. Spirea, that's the name of that other plant. Gosh. So these are almost ready to bloom now. You can kind of see that they'll be blooming soon. And then the irises, of course, we cut those back last time. And I've moved a couple of flowers up here that have not bloomed yet, but they're on the way. So this one right here, which is one I rescued, and it is a Denver daisy. And so that's going to be really pretty when it comes back next year, I know. And this is a gazania. So that's like it looks like a daisy as well. So I was just hoping that these would kind of come out a little bit. And then I did these, the hot snow white lobelia. So that way they're gonna come up soon, and it's gonna be full probably by mid-July. So I can't wait to show you that. This is the lamb's ear, of course. And this is the vinca. These are larger vincas than the other smaller ones. Like the smaller vinca tend to start out like that, but these are actually larger ones. You know, so this was one that I already pruned. I just took my time and pruned it, and then now it has red flowers back on it again. So that's really cool that it actually rebloomed. And I don't know if you remember, but this is what this one looked like before. So this one wasn't bloomed yet. The one on the other side was, but now this dianthus has bloomed, and I actually trimmed some off of that. So very interesting, or interested to see if it's going to grow back or not. So, all right. I've actually added some more water to it, because I realized that a lot of the stuff over here was blooming later because there was no water. So as soon as there is some water, we're kind of in the middle of you know, the yard. You can tell a difference in the ones that some of the stuff is kind of dying back a little and some of it's coming up. But let's go take a look at the side yard now. So our mandevilla is doing really well. I have both of those on both sides of my garage, so they're still holding up really, really well. It's a very beautiful flower. So, and this is the other side of my garage here. This one has grown a lot more than the other one, but this soil, I don't know what mix I put in here, but this soil does way better than the other